Let us take a quick look at the Mini-Link indoor equipment family for a moment. Here we have two equipment racks fitted with indoor units. There are several modules and units of interest here, all of which are fitted into magazines. There are several magazines available, each having different sizes and functions. The Access Module Magazine, or AMM, can be installed in a standard 19-inch rack system similar to this. They could alternatively be mounted on a wall. The magazine houses a number of units depending upon the size and configuration. The purpose of the magazine is to interconnect the various plug-in modules with the processor unit. All magazines must have a power filter unit, or PFU, and a node processor unit, NPU. The remaining slots can be populated with other units in any order as required for the configuration. This 6P magazine can house up to 4 modems or line termination units in combination. These two magazines, however, can house up to 5 units. But the 20P magazine, the big daddy over here, can house up to 19 configurable units. The Mini-Link is DC powered and can accept either plus 24 or minus 48 volts DC. There is one user input-output interface port which has support for 4 user inputs and 2 user output ports. There is also a 10100 base Ethernet interface for operation and maintenance, dynamic circuit network, or local area network applications. The 1+1 connector can be used to connect 2 CN500 units together to provide 1+1 hot standby configuration. There is also a 10100-1000 base Ethernet interface for 172 megabit per second over-the-air interface. There are 4 E1 traffic outlets. The TNC socket interfaces the radio access unit data and provides 60 volts DC power to the radio access unit. All units generate heat, so racks cannot be stacked on top of each other without leaving space for ventilation. Warm air is output from the rear or top of units, so 2 units of space should be left vacant between shelves. The other magazines all need to have a fan unit or FAU. Airflow enters the 6P magazine at the right hand side. It is drawn over the units through the fan unit, and then it exits at the rear, left or the top. The air flows along the same plane as the boards. So in the 20P magazine, the air has got to be drawn vertically upwards. We therefore need to have an air channel both above and below the magazine to allow airflow. The air channels are also a part of the magazine. The 20P unit also requires a separate fan unit. A common installation fault today is that of installers blocking airflow. This causes units to overheat and to fail. The interconnection between outdoor radio units and the indoor Mini-Link is by means of a single coaxial cable. The cable carries full duplex traffic, DC power and also the supervision data. In principle, one modem unit, or MMU, is required to feed every outside Minilink radio unit. The modem unit can encode many E1 transmission channels. The processor unit is used to route the traffic between the modem units, so traffic can be divided and routed to different areas. Some traffic channels can be routed to a line termination unit or an LTU, where the traffic can be taken out to feed user equipment such as radio stations, exchanges or switches. The line termination units can supply 4 traffic channels from each socket, and they can have up to 4 sockets or 16 traffic data channels. The magazine connects all the plug-in units to the processor by means of backplane connections at the back here. Among many other functions, the node processor unit, or the NPU, routes traffic channels to and from one radio link to another, through the modem units or to a local termination unit, according to the configuration data stored in the processor unit. The units mentioned here are sensitive to static electrical discharge currents, so you must wear the anti-static wrist strap when handling units. But we'll show you this in the film sequences. So this is the indoor part of the Minilink. Now you know what the various magazines look like, and you have seen the major units. I've also explained a little of the terminology you will encounter. If you need more information, then the Minilink manuals give you all the information you will need, including a more detailed explanation of the abbreviations and acronyms. If you still need more information, then contact the Ericsson Training Department.